League.
Visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys having all sorts of problems recently. Only one win over their last 7 outings. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Start, happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The rushing totals for Dobbins last week: 17 carries, 97 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he's feeling pretty.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 78 yards. Now maybe a free play here for Smith.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Lauber. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Raider first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
13 yards.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, it's Laube. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. Nix to the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Nix going to give to Hardy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Well, it'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Yeah, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now it's Nix. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up third and
Throwing Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
for the Broncos.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Geno. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play. And that'll bring up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Smith now to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Las Vegas.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Brings up second and 7.
A carry here for Laube. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 20-yard line.
On the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Geno now to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down.
Genty is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Mostert. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 3rd down and goal as Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Carlson on for the field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver's offense now set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time. It's Tyler Bidet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
To throw is Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
In motion right goes Sutton. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. It's caught, block it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Up the middle, it's Genty. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. It's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2nd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's blocked out at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 24-yard
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying to run for it. Here's Hardy. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Gino. Fighting through pressure. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now Smith. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 37.
They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but
all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are once again back in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw is Smith. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him, working his way free across the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Smith. And they will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll run with Lobby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And on Las Vegas, 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw, Smith. Hard throw, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. Gets around him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 6.
47-yard line. 4 yards.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
He was brought down by
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
The Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Smith. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Genty. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Smith. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nix to the air. He'll get back complete to Franklin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. On 1st down, it's Genty. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Now 2nd and 5.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Geno. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Geno going to hand it to Genty. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5.
Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Nick Bonito bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporate it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now it's Smith. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Nix going to give to Hardy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brings up second and 9. At the Raiders.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. One more time with Dobbins. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Looking to put a drive together. Smith now to throw. And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So the Broncos coming out now. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he caught it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st down.
To the air again, Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Smith. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw is Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.